Hello, my name is Russell Myers. Welcome to Issues Unite. All right, so get ready for the return of the Great Resignation. If you remember, late last year, from August through December, we saw over 17 million Americans quit their jobs. Now that appeared to be getting better in the first part of this year, though nowhere near the 17 million had gone back to work. But and a large part of why people had gone back to work was because of rising inflation. But now, what we are seeing now is inflation rising so rapidly that people are going to be quitting their jobs again. Why are they going to be quitting? All right, if it was just food that was increasing in prices, we wouldn't be seeing that. But with fuel prices going up as high as they are, that poses an entirely different problem. As of right now, let me go to this. So here is oilprice.com. As you can see up in the corner here, WTI crude, that's West Texas Intermediate, that's the American benchmark for oil, is now sitting at $117.20 a barrel, which is the highest it has ever been, I believe. So right now, gas prices. Here's AAA, and in California, the average price is $6.21. But I did hear somebody in California that said that they had seen gasoline at $6.95 a gallon. So people at the lower end of the income spectrum that have to drive any distance to work are going to be paying much higher prices. That alone makes it more difficult. I mean, they were right on the line where they were just barely getting some kind of benefit from going back to work. And then you got all the people that had been working remotely, and now they're being ordered back to the office. Well, it's not just gasoline for themselves that are posing a problem. In addition, if they have children, then the cost of childcare is going to go up because utilities are going to go up. So, yeah, a lot of childcare workers are either not going to go, they're not going to be working, they're going to be resigning, or they will have to be given significant pay increases just to pay for gas to get to and from work. Well, and then a lot of people that work, they get takeout food during their work day. Well, the prices on takeout food, you can absolutely count on it that the prices on takeout food are going to go up. So you got all of these things contributing that are going to make it more expensive for people to go to work than to resign and to stay home. If they can survive on one income in a family, then they definitely will. There is no turning back from this. And again, there is no effort at engaging in peace talks. Keep in mind that, yes, the EU just voted to completely embargo Russian oil and gas. But that is over a certain period of time. That has not actually taken place as yet. And they're already paying extreme prices for gas and utilities. And this is going to make the Europeans also suffer. And any goods that are exported from the European Union are going to go up in price. And no, these sanctions on Russian oil and gas are not destroying the Russian economy. They're not. In fact, it's having very much the reverse effect. Even with America, which we said that we were going to completely embargo and not import any Russian oil, the month after that announcement, we imported more oil and gas than we did the month prior to that announcement. But Russian oil and gas exports to China have increased. Last year, India imported an average of 960,000 barrels of oil from Russia per month. In May of this year, they imported 24 million. So an increase of 2,500%. In June, they are expecting, per India, not Russia, per India, they are expecting to import 28 million barrels of Russian oil. So, what is this doing to the Russian economy? Again, Bloomberg states that the Russian ruble is the highest performing currency in terms of growth globally, of any currency globally this year. So, is this working? How do you expect this to work? I've already brought up in a number of videos the food, crisis, the global food crisis. And no, you don't even get to blame Russia for that. Russia is still exporting some grain. And as far as Ukrainian exports, yes, they've got silos full of grain that are ready for export. The reason that it's not being exported, it's sitting at Odessa. Russia is not in control of Odessa. Ukraine is in control of the Odessa port. The Ukrainians mined their own port. And they didn't even map the mines. Of course, it wouldn't do a hell of a lot of good, even if they did map them. The mines that they're using are old. They are Soviet-era mines. I've seen pictures of them, and they look like World War II era mines. And they have broken loose from their moorings. One mine washed up in Turkey. Another washed up at Mariupol, which is hundreds of kilometers away from Odessa. And the Russian forces had to detonate it. So the Ukrainians mined their own ports. They don't even know how they're going to clear these mines. They have no idea. But they dropped over 1,000 mines. If you were intelligent, they said that this was to prevent a Russian, invasion by sea. And okay, so you lay mines in a channel so that you can protect just that narrow channel, but your own ships can get in and out. They didn't do that. But this is just another sign of how incompetent the Ukrainian forces have been. They think with pure testosterone. They're mindless. They don't use tactical knowledge. They didn't even ask for advice on how to do this. So they're completely incompetent. They've cut their own port off. So there's nothing that can be done about that. Okay? It is time for peace talks. One way or another, it's time for peace talks. But Europe cannot import oil and gas without building more pipelines and receiving stations, which is going to take years to accomplish. By then, who knows where it might be, any receipts might be coming from. And they'll still have to import food and fertilizer and other things from Russia. So and Russia will still have, by that time, have well-established markets with other countries. So it's not doing any good. You are paying the price for this. And you will continue paying the price for this. For years. This isn't just going to go away. If there was a peace with the steps that they have taken to make all of this permanent, the price increases that are related to all of this are also permanent. These are permanent. This is not going away. All right? Share this video. Talk about these subjects. If you haven't quit your job and you can't afford it, please donate whatever you can to help support the channel and my presidential campaign. And I will catch you in the next one. Thank you for watching. Have a good night.